I think the main thing you get with the Bristle Safety set, it's a really strong lane against DK. You know, DK doesn't enjoy going up against these highly tanky offlaners, so it's going to end up being a heavy farming lane, but a lot more aggression can come out from TNC.
Oh, Makoto.
Ooh.
Yeah, mid lane, Yoe abusing the side blades. Makoto, he was trying to play on the edge, but does get sniped, and that's a massive kill for Yoe.
Yeah, that's the start you want here for that TA. They talked about the momentum there on the panel. This is going to lead to faster timings across the board for TNC.
Yeah, even top lane now, they end up securing Q. The stick charges will keep Savage alive here at this top lane. In the meantime, mid lane, a bit of a fight breaking out as Yoe and Makoto are going at it. The power rune has spawned up, and it's going to be a double damage down bot. Febby going to try for the deny, but he cannot get it in time, so now the turnaround is there from Makoto to try and get something going in this mid lane. As Hyde, he's the one dropping low, but now Yoe is in trouble. He'll try to turn with the refraction charges and is going to be okay. But in the meantime, top lane, they are going to end up losing Savage, and now they'll lose Q to boot. Bok and Carlo just so effective on this offlane duo.
Yeah, I mean, it's big comfort heroes all around. Bok, we've seen him play at Brewmaster before.
So the last person you want to be giving this much gold over to is probably Carlo.
Yeah, I'm keen to see if Carlo's going to be able to go greedy, go for the Ags, for the 2 spell steals down bot though.
Yeah, Young God going to end up dropping. KP and Makoto able to take down the POS 1 of TNC, but now in comes Bok to try and turn things around. Onto the DK he goes. And KP, he'll eventually be scouted out. There is no escape here for the Dragon Knight. So he'll try to juke the best he can. But eventually Bok should have his way with him, and does. So they will at least trade. But now Talon might turn back around onto Bok with the Primal Spring in and the Boundless Strike. Bok's in big trouble, and Makoto, he'll have his own way with him. Another kill to go the way of the Storm, and suddenly Talon, they're heating up. But now with that Stone Gaze up, John, you can easily go after that mid-tier 1 here if you're TNC.
Flying pressure, no Wukongs as well for this fight.
KP's going to jump in with the blink. Yoe gets stunned up, but still perfectly fine. A Savage dropping low himself, but he's still going to try and fight this one out. They are targeting down Yoe. Makoto will go for a zip in, but the Fiend's Grip is out from Febby. Perfect positioning from the Bane, and tips her out onto Makoto. Oh, Febby. He knew it was coming, John. He waited very patiently for that one. They'll let Yoe take care of the Roshan at the tail end of things. Take the Aegis for himself from that TA. Though they are still chasing him down. They really want the Storm. He's got vision around this area, but if they can get the lift up, it may be enough time to get the grip off. How good are your Spidey senses, Makoto? Oh, never mind, they found a bigger target. They'll go onto the Medusa. She's already out of mana, and now with the Primal Split out, they'll completely surround, completely block him in, and eventually surely just take him down, as Savage has no way out. Now, even Makoto's quite low on mana right now. He'll go for a zip TP play, but Bok is able to get the Tornado off in time. And that'll be another great pick-off here for TNC. This Talon, they are yet to find their footing in this game 1, Jonathan.
Just trying to play towards that late game. I think they've got to be cautious about bleeding out kills like that, because we're seeing TNC, you're always getting really, really big.
Femi's been caught out. Bot Riverside. Makoto able to pick one up and gets the voice lines going for himself now. He's had a very tough game so far in this Storm, and that's something you don't get to say very often about Makoto's Storm, but it has certainly not been an easy time. And speaking of, top lane, Carlo's got Stone Gaze up. He'll go after KP and try to get the Petrify off, but he won't be... Oh, never mind. That's a great steal out from Carlo.
I almost feel bad.
Oh, and he gives him the voice line too.
Savage in it as well. We'll see what they do find with this movement, but it's still a tough situation while waiting for that BKB to try to force something here.
They kind of miss KP with that smoke. I don't think that was intended. Savage gonna run into Young God, or rather the other way around, as KP is gonna rush forward now with the Dragon Tail, but he's got his back turned to them, so it's gonna be hard to take him out. Instead, it's on the Febby trying to get rid of that Bane, and they will. A great start right now for Talon as Young God. He's forced to pop the BKB and run. It's not the fight they want, but maybe they can turn now with Bok, who's popped the Primal Split and will chase down Q. So it's kind of hard to catch this Weaver. And instead, Makoto's going to come back in now after Carlo finding the second support. Just take both supports down towards the right side. Yoe now being chased up here by Talon. Will get stunned up. Refraction's gone to boot. They might just have him on the TA. Yoe, he's going to drop. Talon able to pay it back, and now Makoto getting active with the tips. You love to see it. Seems like they are going to go for the fight, though. Instead, smoking up this 4. Or never mind, maybe run into the Roshan pit as KP does make his way over. TNC, though, also 5-man smoked and do end up scanning out Makoto. They might find themselves a storm, but instead, smoke is broken. Great bound to strike out. They found 2 targets. Young God immediately on the run, but Bok, he's the one being targeted. In fact, never mind. It's onto the Bane. It's on a Febby, but Febby's still alive. Still backing out of there. Bok still dropping. There's your Fiend's Grip, but there's no follow-up damage. Makoto's fine. Bok, he'll keep moving, but so will Talon. Right back in. Makoto, he'll get stunned up, though. He's dropped in the Storm Spirit, and now the Dragon Knight also gone as Talon. They'll try to salvage the situation, but can they really get too much out of this? It doesn't feel like it. Q will drop. It's Savage and Hyde versus the world, and I don't think they're going to be able to win out this one, John. Hyde to drop. Savage, he's just currently flying in the air, but eventually will be smashed back down to reality. But can they deal with it? Orchid out, Yoe. He'll get started. But it seems like they're a bit too low to try and deal with the Medusa right now, so they'll leave him be. And it seems like the rest of TNC, they're going to smoke up as 4. Try to use Young God as bait to start the fight. Or maybe not, instead wrap around Makoto. He may show himself top lane. This could be a disastrous time to show on the creep wave. But can they disable? They've got the Orchid up. That'll be enough. He's got no BKB, and that'll be Makoto gone. He does have buyback. But are they going to try and force the fight? It seems like they have no choice on Talon's end of things as Young God will move in. But it's all about the Roshan right now. For both these sides, just waiting patiently for one another to try and get it started. And it does seem like Yoe, he'll move in. The Savage is going to be targeted. Makoto's still very patient with the buyback as Young God does move in. There's your buyback now from Makoto to try and rejoin this team fight. They've already lost Q in the meantime. Bok, he somehow survives with the Primal Spring. Maybe now you could move in. But even with the Primal Split, they'll leave it be. Instead, Yoe rushing for the double damage rune and is going to be able to take it over Savage. So if he manages to land a nice Fiend's Grip, that's basically Makoto as good as dead. Is Yoe gonna keep moving into the Roshan pit, just taking warning shots right now, but eventually they are gonna try and commit. Primal Spring immediately popped. Talon, they might just try to go for a steal as KP's in. He'll try after the TA, right in onto the Templar Assassin, but nobody's dying yet. In fact, Roshan is down Yoe. He's got the Aegis up. Hyde, he's in the middle of all this, just trying to back off, but it's not gonna be enough. He does end up dropping. This KP will be targeted up next on that Dragon Knight. Still trying to fight, but Young God is just all over him. And poor old Savage will get Fiend's Grip here up from Febby. Makoto, he's going to try and save the day. Allow Savage another chance with that Stone Gaze to try and be able to fight back. And in fact, he's got Yoe. The Aegis will go down. And it's a start here for Talon. They'll even get Carlo. But buybacks are there from Carlo as it seems like the fight will continue. Onto Q. Yoe doesn't seem like he's quite got the kill as the uphill miss was out. And so this buyback from Carlo going to be kind of wasted.
There's a lot of respect towards Talon and the fact that if you make one mistake, it could open up for Talon as well. So both sides are just playing really cautious, just waiting out and getting what they can. Talon, though, are clumped up bot.
Yeah, jump in. They're going to try and go after Carlo, and they've got him. Keep in mind, they had to commit 2 BKBs to feel safe to do that, but now they're onto that tier 3 tower. TNC going to have to fight 4v5 as there's no buyback available on Carlo. It'll be a great opening. They've inbound Bok now. Stance is there. They'll try to vortex him up to the Nightmare. It is going to buy a bit of time, but now the Petrify. Savage, he got a great Stone Gaze off. And that's going to be Bok gone without buyback. Suddenly a 5v3 situation. Young God is broken, but does get the 4-star away. There'll be 1 Rax to go the way of Talon now. And suddenly TNC, they are on the back foot. And this Roshan, it's looking to go the way of Talon in a very free manner. The smoke is there, but it's just way too late. Bok. This is all they can do, I guess, John. Just keep putting Savage in the air. Let him fly.
I mean, Aegis only has 20 seconds left, Mike. This is a dangerous spot for Savage if he gets caught out here.
I suppose so. He's still in the air, Jonathan. He's still flying. Savage. Only 5 seconds left for that Aegis, so he's going to have to try and fight back with the Stone Gaze. Keep in mind, he does have a Refresher Shard up and available as well whenever he wants it. Talon They're going to try and back out while they can, or maybe reinitiate back in onto the bristleback. Nice balance strike. In the meantime, Makoto trying to find the supports, has got the Rubik. They have also lost Young God, but he will buy back, make his way back in. In the meantime, Savage moving on to Yoe. They've got Carlo down. The TA forced to back out. Eventually, Talon should be able to get this mid-racks down, and they will. Savage now backing onto Young God. Would love a dieback on the bristleback if they can. A big stun out from Hyde. That'll mean probably Carlo to die back here on this Rubik, and he's gone. Young God now not looking too safe either as they vortex him up. In goes Savage, but they don't have the detection. Young God's fine. Fiend's Grip out now from Febby, holding down the Deucer, but it's not going to be enough. They cancel it off. Back in they go. That'll be Bok on onto Febby. The Bane is also dead, and Yoe, he's just trying to man fight back, but he can't do it. Buyback's being committed here from TNC. They will continue trying to defend this one out, while Talon, they will just run, leave Makoto behind. He will zip onto the high ground, but it will not matter in the end. He will die. But it's all for the greater good, Jonathan. They get the secondary racks and a hell of a lot of buybacks out from TNC.
But you get a lot more HP as well, you know, and Roche does spawn up. It was a fairly quick respawn. Talon in position to, again, just go for it. TNC, they know it's happening, so they will smoke up here.
Keep in mind, you've got an AoE Vortex now. Makoto should be a very difficult fight for TNC, but they're going to try. Carlo, already being caught out, does lift his way out of there. In the meantime, Savage, right in the middle of the team fight, taking care of Bok on that Brewmaster. He'll have to split again, but they found Febby on the Bane. That's one down. Bok still being chased down here by Savage, and now looks like he has no way out as he's still just trying to run. He'll go back into that solid form of Makoto. He's in for the 3-man Vortex. It's not enough yet, though. There's not enough follow-up, and Savage, he'll jump in on the high ground, right into the Radiant base, and this game is looking very, very over as Talon. It looks like they have pulled off the comeback in this game 1. Still, Bok is trying on that Brewmaster with his 50th Primal Split charge, but it's just not going to be enough. He will eventually be chased down and taken out. That'll be it for Bok. No buyback available as it's Yoe versus the world, but they aren't having it. GG is called. Game 1. It was going so well for TNC for the first half, John, but well, eventually Talon, they just take over this game, and they are still yet to be defeated in a single game.
Yeah, Talon, this was probably their, you know, closest match. The kill board definitely reflects that. It's an interesting pick. I don't know. Like, I know some top Necrophos players, they don't like it right now, but Mikado could try that build. It's a weird investment in items, but it could work out. If you do try to dodge the Death Bolts with Sleight of Fist, it still follows you throughout that Sleight of Fist.
Here we go. Jump in, Yoe. Gonna be caught out there by Hyde with the Boundless Strike. Into the Jingu Mastery now, but do they have enough damage? It looks like they just may, but Yoe gets the Fairy Fire off, and it's Hyde that drops. Febby able to pick up first blood, and now Makoto, he is in a very tough position. He has no Ghost Shroud available. He'll actually level it up now. Just leveling up as he walks his way out. Ooh. And Q moves in with the Brain Sap to take down Yoe. So they eventually get the Ember.
And enabling Young God and Bok to get a little bit more from their heroes. Talon is, as you mentioned, super happy about this. Mikado is just checking the camps now, getting what he can, stealing away a few of the smaller stacks. That's some much needed farm. Did you manage to find Savage top? That is the Roar committed, so that's the timing you're looking for from TNC, but considering what you've gotten from the map, I don't think you mind that too much.
Yeah, very, very big pickup on Savage, but they will return the favor onto Carlo. Reaper Scythe being committed here by Makoto, and you've got to find a hell of a lot more of those kills to really even this out as Febby bot lane being chased down by KB. There's your Primal Spring out. KB playing no games here down at the bot lane is easily going to get the silencer for himself. Talon much more aggressive this game number 2. You can see TNC trying to take over the Dire jungle and maybe rotate into the mid lane, but there's a mid lane group up here from Talon as well. It could be a big team fight ready to break out as Q is going to move right in for the Fiend's Grip. Yoe, he may not have been watching, and he gets caught out and taken down. Oh, a bit of a shame there. He had the creep vision, but perhaps just not watching around that area. I mean, they have been taking this tier 1 tower very slowly, to be fair, and that is allowing TNC now to move into that mid tier 1. And John, they've got the Skellies. With the Dark Troll Summoner, we've seen how fast these towers drop. They're still, Raw is out. Savage, though, he got the Strength Morph off in time. So they have to give up the mid-tier 1, but maybe they can force a nice fight. There's Bok trapped up in the Wukong's command now. Should just end up dropping on this Beastmaster. They'll even keep the Reaper Scythe over. Can they find more? Yoet? No, he's going to be fine. He'll remnant out.
Still lagging behind KP, but he has at least widened the gap here, just slightly.
Look at the top tier 2. Look at it.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, they'll force the clip. Never mind. No fun for us as Febi's going to get caught out on the silencer. And will eventually die slowly to Makoto. Tide trying to chase down Bok, but nice Quelling Blade is up from the Beastmaster to protect himself. But KP is still going to be on the chase with the Beast. Rather brew. Bok, knowing he has no way out, will just pop the Fiend's Grip there for Q. Hyde might still tie to the neutrals. Carlo's going to chase him down now on the Weaver. You might have him, but no, never mind Carlo. He's gone too far. Makoto with the triple kill out on the Necrophos. And TNC, they are still hanging around. Still looking for a way to keep this fight going. But it's not looking good at all. Yoet, he's going to back off out of there. He'll Remnant right back into KP. He has that Remnant on cooldown. He can't Remnant back yet. He needs one more second. He'll eventually be able to get it surely, but he's going to tick down to the Spirit Vessel. And Febi, well, he is not going to be excluded either here by Talon. They will equally take everyone out here on TNC and Makoto. Well, that should have been a rampage, John, but it'll be a triple and a double kill.
But we've seen Talon, you know, they're disciplined, they know when to come in, they know when to stop that push, and it's making it very hard for Bok to just focus a lane in and take some objectives.
Yeah, speaking of the devil, Raw is there, but Ghost Shroud was already popped, so Makoto with the haste rune just going to chase him down as Bok. He'll try to salve up. He'll try everything. I don't think there's a way out, though. Makoto's got the Reaper Scythe right onto the Beastmaster, but maybe they can try to fight now. Hyde's gone. Makoto, he's surrounded. He needs some help. He'll go for the Yules for the Global Silence Purge, but they'll still chase him down. Still surviving, but Makoto still alive. Still trying. More Death Pulses. Another Ghost Shroud. He is not going to die, and now the Fiend's Grip. Q's there onto Yoe. He'll survive, though. The Avalanche will go ahead and cancel, but it won't matter. KP is out with the damage. Makoto's out of there scot-free. They can't kill him off in the Necro. In fact, he's back. Full HP, full mana, complete reset. And Young God, he was just trying to help the team, but it's not going to be. It is just not meant to be. Because Talon will wipe them out 3-13. 10k net worth advantage, and it may not be over. KP's having to look for a bit more. He's not satisfied yet, John.
He's just going to be disarmed. He's going to have to try to play with Avalanche Toss, which isn't the primary focus of his hero build. And it's going to be a lot more easy to manage that win condition that has been steadily building up.
Here we go again, Bok. Gonna cop the Reapers, I think, from Makoto. Or maybe not. He'll just hold on to it this time. It's not even necessary. Talon, their 16th kill of this game. Now 12k advantage. By the way, Makoto currently sitting at 9-0-4. And, well, we might have another candidate for that Reaper Scythe. Jonathan, it's Febi. About to drop, does get the Global Silence, and now Young God does move in, almost finding Makoto. They'll take down Q, but here comes the Ghost Shroud. He is going to survive a little bit longer, but Carlo, he'll keep up the vision, keep up the chase onto the Necrophos, but it may not matter. Hides in with the Wukong's command, slowing down Yoez Makoto. He's still running. Reaper Scythe, not out yet. Can they actually kill him? This Necrophos, he's still not dying. Another Ghost Shroud, and now the Reaper Scythe. See you later, Carlo. Oh, Makoto, he just can't be killed, John. He's unkillable.
He's just kiting so well, and it's just that mix of magic damage kind of falling flat here, considering levels, and they're still dying to tier 3s.
Leave Bok alone. Leave him alone. He's had enough. Leave Bok alone. Nice avalanche release from Young God into a toss, but here comes Savage with his own combo, moving in onto the Tiny.
He's
already
really
past those
satanic.
tier 3 towers. I mean, why the hell not, John? Blowing up Febi. Silence that, he says. Savage, you've got to go back for the tier 2 Savage. You still haven't taken that one out, but they've caught out Carlo. A triple kill out for the Morphling. You know what they say, John? There's a time to call it.
That's a set of racks of 21 minutes up against a Beastmaster, Mike. You know, this is not supposed to happen against this kind of lineup from TNC.
And you've got to find a support or two first. I definitely don't think Makoto is the target. Young God, still trying to move in. will be underneath the Sentry Ward vision very, very soon as Makoto does get chained up. Young God, he's going to move in with the Avalanche toss. It's not enough yet, but the Roar is there. Ghost Shroud, though, was popped, so they can't follow up. In goes the Global Silence, but what does it actually do? They're trying to disengage now, but Savage, he'll chain up the Ember. Yoe's going to go down again. He's hide. He'll look in for more. He'll find the Beastmaster. They even found the Tiny. Young God barely making his way out. Makoto will keep trying to chase him down.
And with the Aegis up, there shouldn't be anything to stop Savage from looking for further objectives. BKB on Young God could be one opening. It just doesn't feel like the Tiny's doing enough damage yet, Mike. I mean, we don't have a Silver Edge, we don't have a source of crit. The physical burst is just not there.
Down south, who have they got? Oh, they got the Tiny. Q holding him down with the Fiend's Grip, and oh, he's by himself. Makoto, he won't even look at him when he dies. Just turns his back. Cool guys just don't look at explosions, John. Infinitely more to be scared of for this Tiny. The Skadi making it so hard for Young God now as he's not even in the fight. He's just pushing up bot lane. He doesn't want to be part of this. But the problem is Megas are coming very soon if you don't join in and try to defend. So he'll wrap around the back way, trying to sneak up from the backside, but Febby already caught out of the silencer's gone. He does have buyback. I just don't know what it means. At the very least, he has Global Silence if he does want to buy back and try to commit to this fight. There goes the melee barracks and or the range. They're not going to take too long either. Savage gets very low, but he's got the Aegis. He'll get a reset. In they go Talon, looking to go for the jugular, taking down Carlo already. TNC, well, they're not going to call it yet, John, but they are up against Mega Creeps and they're 29k behind. And they're going to stick around and ensure it remains safe. They'll go for the tier 4 towers very, very soon. TNC still trying. Avalanche is there. Onto 3. Hyde, though, with an Ice Boundless Strike onto Young God. KP now just chase him down, and Makoto moves his way in with the Ghost Shroud, just slowing him down infinitely. The Tiny just can't get out. No buyback available. All they can do is buy more time. GG.
Yep. Talon, they play an extremely clean game there, Mike. Pull out that mid Necrophos to have a great lane up against Ember. Playing a little bit in that fountain, don't manage to find the kill in the end. But Talon play a lot stronger this time around, you know. Much less even. Talon look a lot more dominant. They go with a faster draft.